Okay, so this is going to be, I guess, a post-game analysis, a post-game commentary of sorts. Basically, you know, how to get back into the game if you fall behind early game. This game is, I played it with my friend. He's playing the Annie, also playing with my friend's friend who is playing Janna. Either way, we're like a 3-man queue, so I suppose it's natural that the enemy team is also a 3-man queue. And you see, like, the dick riding in this game is hard. Over here, I just come in, this Bard is being retarded, you know. Just get an easy first blood. Just sit in the bush and wait for him. And over here, I make, like, a mechanical mistake. I'm gonna go back just a little bit and watch. Like, I meant to throw my E sooner, but I queued instead for like no reason. If I threw my bola right there, the ignite would have killed the Lux. The reason why like Lux didn't die right there is because I gave her dangerous game. Like right here, if I threw a bola, Lux is gonna die to ignite. But I queued instead. You see, like, my bola's up right now, but I used Q by accident. Either way, that's just like a mechanical error. Moving on. So, as you can tell, at this point I'm pretty tilted. So, naturally, because I'm tilted, I am going to do some retarded actions. Anyway, here that I see that Kha'Zix is super low. So naturally, my response is that I want to go and get his red buff, right? Because, you know, I saw him mid lane, I see that he doesn't have a red buff. However, I remembered that it's a Kha'Zix jungle, and Kha'Zix jungle 1v1 does a ridiculous amount of damage because of his passive, the isolation thing. So I kind of hesitated a little bit. So I just do the crab thing. I get 5 ferocity stacks, and then I go invade his jungle. I ward it here. I was thinking he might be doing it right now, but he's actually not. So I just sit here like a retard, wasting like around 1 minute trying to jack his red. So that's my mistake. Anyway, just gonna give out like a quick commentary on my team. The Jhin was the random, the Fizz is also the random. Like the Fizz, you're gonna see like the Fizz build is ridiculous. And the Jhin basically does nothing. He like loses lane and then does pretty much nothing the whole game. So essentially it was a 3v5. Over here I jacked the Kha'Zix red buff. But I'm still really behind. I'm level 3, Kha'Zix is level 4. And mid lane just got stomped again. Like the Shen level 2, the Shen level 3 roam. And the Bard level 1 roam in mid lane. And the Kha'Zix ganked like mid twice, etc, etc. Over here, Kha'Zix tries to invade me, but he fails to understand the power of 5 ferocity Rengar. He tries to fight me right here, and I just like straight up stomp his ass. Just like clap him. 5 ferocity stacks Rengar is really strong because his Q, ferocity Q, gives him extra attack damage and attack speed. Over here, I get stomped by the Lux, which is pretty unfortunate. Yeah, this Jin's like useless. The Fizz 2 was useless, and the Shen and the Lux dick riding is too much. The Bard dick riding too, and the Kha'Zix dick riding. It's just like everyone on their enemy team was like dick riding super hard. And now you see we're falling behind pretty hard. I'm still level 3. I'm really tilted at this point, and at this point I just like sat in spawn for like half a minute because I was tilted. Like Kha'Zix is level 4, I'm still level 3. Like, my bot lane's getting stomped, my top lane's getting stomped, mid lane's getting stomped. Everyone's getting stomped right now. And this game is gonna become better after we actually make a pretty epic comeback. And I think this game showcases Rengar's carry potential, as well as Rengar's scaling. I think this game showcases this pretty well. Rengar scales ridiculously hard. And I think that's part of the reason why we were able to make this huge epic comeback. Obviously, the Annie and the Janna played very well as well. Overall, it's a team effort, but at the same time, you know, I think this game demonstrates pretty well how to come back. Over here, I meet Kha'Zix in the jungle, in the river. I'm just here to back up my boy Annie. So let him know that I'm here, ready to go in. And then this fight starts, like, middle. And then Shin TP's in. Like, the dick riding's too strong. I don't know why the Shin didn't ultimate, but instead TP'd in. But, you know, it is what it is. He could have just ultimate and then TP'd back to lane, but instead he just TP's to lane and TP's to mid and then just, like, walks back. Either way, Fizz is, like, beyond useless at this point. Like, Shin was able to get a free roam off and Fizz cannot punish him for that. Over here, we're just trying to pressure the tower. Kha'Zix steps too close, I rest smite his ass and Q his ass, and then walk away. Let him burn to death. Cool guys don't look at explosions, obviously. Now I see that bottom lane is playing really aggressive. I really pushed up, I'm coming in for a gank. I get 3 ferocity stacks, I try to get as many as possible, and then I come in. And then, at this point, I'm telling Janna, like, yo, Janna, go in. You see, like, Janna's full HP. Janna's full HP, we can outplay this easily, but I don't know why like, Janna didn't follow up. Either way, you're gonna see what happens. I come in, I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Because I really want to kill this Bard. I can, like, two-shot him. But this Janna suddenly decides to walk up, and then the Shin TP's in, ultimate's in, and the Bard flashes away. I think that if Janna walked up earlier and just, like, focused down the Bard, we could have bursted him down easily. Either way, that's a failed gank. And at this point, I'm really behind. I'm ridiculously behind. And let's see how I make a comeback from this. Okay, at this point, I realized that I'm really behind, so I just told everyone I'm gonna power farm. And let's just speed this up just a little bit. Power farm. Actually, over here is a mistake. I should have started at golems. But because I was behind, I didn't want any funny shit to happen. I didn't want, like, Kha'Zix to, like, take my red or whatever. So I just went in and do red. Do this, and then probably go on the top side and clear this whole jungle. But normally I would start golems first and just do a full clear instead. Moving on. I think my boy Annie gets ganked right here. Okay, I meet Kha'Zix here. I fight him. Actually, I can fight him 1v1. Because I have my ultimate, I have flash, I have red smite. I am confident that I can outplay him. However, because Lux is coming in, I had to run away. So I had to flash away, run. Then let's see what happens. Oh yeah, he gets a shield. And then my boy Annie comes in, gets caught. And then they just jump on him. Then I go in for a revenge kill. And then I run like a little bitch. Okay, so that didn't turn out as well either. And then, like, Janna comes in for the assist. And just gets caught out. Like, the dick riding is too strong. Meanwhile, this Jhin is completely useless, utterly useless. Fizz 2 is utterly useless. And at this point, we're just falling behind even more. Lux is like rampage at this point. 4 kills. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, okay, what can I do? And at this point, there's nothing much I can do other than just power farm. So that's what I'm gonna do. I wanted to go back because I was kind of low, but I see the Fizz is fighting the Shen, and somehow the Shen still died. So I'm just here to pick up the free farm. My mid lane tower is down. My Annie gets a kill because the Lux got too aggressive, didn't respect the damage. Got too cocky, I suppose. And me, I'm just pushing out the wave, going back. Nice, going straight top. And take my blue buff. Meanwhile, what happened mid lane? Oh yeah, dick riding. Like, my boys are taking the tower, and all of a sudden, whole squad is here. The Shen flash taunt, and then the Lux ulti. So like Annie and Janna getting caught off again. It's like too much dick riding. But I mean, you can't really blame the enemy team, right? Because it is ranked, and they're trying really hard and like doing rotations and stuff, which is fine. The reason why I'm not fine is this Fizz doing nothing. Because the Shen is roaming, like, he should be able to punish him. But instead, he does nothing. So, the enemy team just like get out roams for free. The same thing earlier when Bard was mid lane. Like, my bottom lane should be able to 2v1, like, punish Caitlyn, or at least like deny farm or something. But instead, look at this. Caitlyn's 74 CS. The Jhin is 40 CS. This is why I keep saying, like, the Jhin and the Fizz are utterly trash. Anyway, moving on. So I see what happens. I see what happens mid lane. Let's see what I do. Okay, I do nothing because there's nothing I can do. I mean, I do have ultimate, but there's nothing I can do right now. I'm sitting here waiting for a chance to ult, but it's 3 people versus 1. Like, my team are not responding. Like, this guy's not even responding, this guy either. So, they just get a free tower. Now, at this point, you know, there's nothing I can do, I just go and farm. I'm not strong enough to 1v3 right now. I'm just sitting there to see if I can get a pick off. If someone comes over here, but no one is here, so I just go and farm Kha'Zix's jungle. At this point, I know that they probably want to go for Dragon because the whole squad is here. So I have some free time to counter jungle Kha'Zix. But instead, you know, they show up bottom and I get a kill. Jhin is like utterly useless. And I just get some farm. At this point, it's 13 to 7. 3 towers to 0 towers. We're like 5k gold behind. This game's a struggle. Yeah, at this point, I think they want to push down this tower. And me, I have to go back and defend because there's nothing here. I took everything. There's nothing for me to farm. And I have to go back and defend anyway. You know, my boy Annie can't do much either. She's really weak. She gets caught out here, maybe? Oh. Okay. Over here I got a good couple of picks. I had a couple good bolas. And we get 2 kills for free. And the Lux kill too, so it's 3 kills for free. And now at this point I told my team like, hey, stop chasing. My boy Annie was pretty tilted, so he really wanted this Caitlyn kill. And I was like, yo, don't. Just, you know, push up the wave, take Dragon or something, but they really like chase like bronze. And I mean, she got the stun off, but can't really get anything out of that. So just push out the wave. Since everyone is here, we'll just try to take the tower. Lux misses her ult. I remember this part. I keep telling my team like, yo, watch out for the Lux ultimate, okay? And Lux misses her ultimate, and we get some damage on the tower. Now we go back. At this point, you know, there's no point in staying anymore. The whole enemy squad is coming back full HP. Like, after getting their items, we're pretty weak. I just said, let's go back. We can't even take Dragon anymore. But, unfortunately, my team, you know, they're pretty tilted, and they try to fight this. And I think they get punished for it. You see, like, their whole squad is coming in. Their whole squad is coming in. Meanwhile, Shen getting free time on this tower. Because his Fizz, like, does nothing. Look at this build. Archangel's Staff. First item on Fizz. Alright. I went back, I buy up my items, I come back in, I do some jungling. And yeah, the enemy team, they should have taken Dragon, like, it's so free, but they're not doing it. And then this Caitlyn is really stupid. She makes a low elo mistake right here. Classic mistake. You know, just group up and take objectives with your team, you know, you don't have to be solo and like trying to take farm and everything. That's just like really greedy, or you know, just not knowing what to do. A lot of times, you know, I keep telling my friends that are in low elo, or people that just ask me, you know, how do you carry these kids? And just by taking objectives, you know. You wanna, if you got a lead, just group up. Because you have a lead, you're supposed to stomp the enemy team. And then just force objectives, you know, take towers and everything. Dragons, even Rift Herald. But instead, you know, this Caitlyn does this and she gets punished for it. Like, you see, my boy Annie and me, you see I'm running in right now. It's like, we have the same idea. We have the same idea. Like, my boy Annie knows what's up. And we just come in, we kill this Caitlyn for free. We get this free shutdown gold. And that random bola backwards. Riot, please fix that shit. Yeah, look at this. I got Caitlyn's bounty, right? It's team gold, 150. So everyone on my team gets 150 gold for free. For free. That's why when you're snowballing and everything, you don't want to be alone. You don't want to get caught off like that. This is how you throw your leads. By having a huge kill streak, and then feeding your shutdown gold. Anyway, enemy team get Dragon, let's see what they do. Like, Fizz, still fucking top lane, like, useless as fuck. It's whatever. Jin's, like, useless as fuck too. Now let's see what we do. I don't really remember, I played this game last night. Okay, I just push out bottom lane because I'm bottom. I get some free farm, and I can also work on this tower. This tower is pretty low, should be able to kill it with, like, the next wave coming in. And then meanwhile, you know, my Fizz dying again. Standard stuff. And honestly, like, this game, it's not even about how my team is playing. Like, it's not even about how Fizz is feeding or how Jin is useless. It's all about, you know, on me, what I can do to carry these games. That's why I want to, you know, emphasize. It's like what I do. But I just want to let you know what's going on in the game, right? Like the situation and whatever.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Okay, my boy's getting mid tower. Mid tower is pretty low, so pretty standard stuff. Over here, I think Kha'Zix is caught out. Yeah, like they don't respect the damage. And then Annie says, "Let's do rifts." Like, we know Kayla's bottom lane, and we probably just saw Bard earlier, so we know there's like 2 people bottom. And we know Lux is mid lane, so this should be pretty free. They don't have a jungler, and I'm coming in, so this should be free. Actually, I didn't come in because my team got this, because they have the bear. They have the bear to tank it. What I'm doing right now is, it's called trailing. So I'm standing in the bush, like waiting for someone to do something retarded. Like this Lux, instead of going bottom right, like he comes in and tries to stop it, and I just jump on her and kill her. This is like one of the techniques for Rengar. The same thing, like you're gonna see it later in the game, but I push out the wave. Like I push out the wave to like around here, And then I sit in this bush. I wait for Caitlyn to come and take this wave, and then I just kill her. Anyway, I'm just, you know, sitting here providing moral support. And once they got that, I just go back and farm from mid lane. Meanwhile, the enemy team is pushing bottom. You know, there's nothing we can do about that. Even though we got shut down gold and everything, Lux and Caitlyn are still really far ahead, so we can't really fight them head on right now. So just farming. Like, I can't even go back and defend this. Like, at this point, I realized that if I don't go back, they're gonna take this inhib. So I had to go back. So I go back, I come in, and I tell my team, like, yo, back out, we don't have to fight them. We just have to scare them off, buy time, so that, you know, we can get top tower, because Annie has Breath Herald buff. So we can get top tower while holding them off and they don't get the inhib. If we die right here, like, you see how, like, this Jhin is really, really weak? He's like level 9, right? Like 79 CS, 0-2. Meanwhile, Caitlyn and Lux are really strong, right? If we fight this 3v3, we probably will lose. And if we lose and we die, like half of our base is going to be gone. They're going to take this, they're going to take this, they're going to take this. So in this kind of situation, you don't want to fight them, right? You just want to scare them off. And this is what I was telling my team, like, yo, we don't have to go in, we just have to hold the gates, right? Like Trick 2G would say, hold the gates. So this is exactly what I do. I just ult in, you know, I scare them off. I jump in. I mean, I get a Lux kill, but we don't really chase. Okay, we do chase. Never mind. But that's a mistake. We didn't have to chase. But I mean, I guess it's fine because Shen had to TP bottom, and then my team get like the free tower. But yeah, you see right here, like, we pay the price. We die, which is exactly what you don't want to do. And at this point, I just tell my team, like, yo, just back out, it's fine. They can't take the tower anymore because Caitlyn is dead. Meanwhile, my team is, like, taking top tower, and that's fine. And then my whole squad dies top lane. Unlucky. But at least we defended our inhibitor. Not inhib tower, our inhibitor. But that was a mistake on my part. I should have just backed out after we got the Lux kill. But fortunately for us, we didn't get like punished for it. Because you need to realize, you are the carry. Like, always put yourself in this kind of mentality, right? Like, you are the carry. You have to carry your team, and if you die, you can't carry your team. Unless, of course, you know, there's someone on your team that knows what they're doing and they're fed, and you realize that, you recognize that, right? And then, in this case, it's going to be protect the carry. For example, let's say, if this game the Annie was like 12-0 instead of 5-6. Like, really, really fed, really, really strong. And I know for a fact that because it's my friend, I know that he knows how to carry, right? If that's the case, then I would have just played protect the Annie game. Like, I go in, I throw myself, whatever I do, I make sure the Kha'Zix cannot dive on the Annie, I make sure the Shen cannot dive on the Annie. But in this kind of games, right, you have to put yourself in the mentality that you are the carry. So if you die, that's a huge throw, that's a huge mistake, because just like in solo queue, you can't expect your teammates to do anything. Always have like the least amount of expectations for your teammates. So if you die, imagine that if you die, it's going to be a 5v4 for the enemy team versus 4 bots. And you don't want that to happen, right? So you don't want to die. So that's why earlier right here, I should have just gotten the free Lux kill. And then, like, yeah, maybe chase a little bit, make them back out, and that's it. Anyway, moving on. Alright, do some jungle clearing. Okay, Jhin farming bottom, that's fine. Okay, at this point, because I have Ghostblade, this is my power spike, I'm really, really strong. And if anyone does stupid shit like this Bard, right? Like being here alone, like not respecting, just like earlier the Kha'Zix, like he knew the Annie was here. They saw him on a ward, and he still walked up, like, just get one shot, you know? Like, these kind of mistakes, right? Like, people in low elo, they make these kind of mistakes a lot. That's why you have to recognize these mistakes and punish them for it. And that's a good way of making a comeback or, you know, getting cheese kills and carrying the game. Anyway, moving on, I come in for a free kill, you know. There's nothing the Bard can do, just like two-shot his ass. Yeah, because of the Rengar nerfs, it's really hard to one-shot people now. So it's more like two shots. It's like I come in, he's like half HP, and then I Q again, and then he's dead. So it's like two shots. So it's like Riot's way of, you know, I don't know, like making it having counterplay, I suppose. But I think that it's really, really stupid. If you want to, right, like, if you want to, nerf the damage on the champion, you can't nerf the damage on the champion. Like, what Riot did was Rengar's Q, which is perfectly fine. But if they nerf, like, the way his bola works, like, make it so his bola's super unreliable and it's, like, super hard to hit, and sometimes go into, like, random fucking directions, like earlier, like, the bola going backwards. I forgot where it was, like, over here or something, like, the bola going backwards. That's just really, really dumb. Like, changing the champion mechanic or whatever, or like, make a skill shot less reliable should not be a way of nerfing a champion, you know? You can nerf his damage, but not, like, nerf his playstyle or just make his playstyle unreliable. That's really, really frustrating to play. And anyway, that's just, like, a minor rant. Moving on. So, I killed the Bard. At this point, you know, the enemy team's, like, sieging top tower. Again, they're not respecting the anti-damage. Like, this Caitlyn just not respecting the anti-damage. Like, just way too cocky or just not knowing better. Just, like, steps up and then gets killed. And the Fizz misses ultimate. And at this point, you know, there's no point for us to group top because their top push already got. Oh yeah, like the Kha'Zix too, like not respecting the damage. Have to flash out. At this point, I told my team like, yo, don't face check. I know Lux is inside a bush somewhere, but like my Janna still face checks for like no reason. Yeah, I even ping. You see the blue ping right there? Hold on. Because we saw the Lux right here, and then like she went this way, and then she just like didn't show anywhere. Yeah, I pinged. I was like, yo, the Lux is in that bush for sure. You don't want to get like one shot. And I told them I'm not ready, I don't have my ultimate, I don't have 5 stacks, I don't have anything. But like they still decide to face check. Unfortunately this Janna didn't die. Like that's a huge mistake on the Janna's part. Anyway, so you know, we chase them off. And then Annie gets super aggressive. Me, I have to come and back my boy up because he doesn't want to listen to me. I told him just back off, there's no point in being here. But I mean, we do get a kill, but still, like, it's not really worth it in my opinion. All this time, we should have went back and like pushed mid or something. But yeah, like my team, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably gonna all die here, right? Okay. Wow, that Bard. Yeah, so that was a pretty huge throw. We didn't have to be here anymore. Like at this point, I'm like, yo, walk this way. I'll walk you all out. You see, like 350 gold. It's team gold. Everyone on the enemy team gets 350 gold. You times 5. That's 1,750. Just going to the enemy team for free, just because they got shut down. Anyway, there's just like a lot of mistakes this game. Like mistakes by my team, mistakes by me, and mistakes by the enemy team. Just like a clown fiesta, low elo game, pretty much. At this point, just farming. I think it's right here that I go bottom. Yeah, like, I know Caitlyn's about to come for this juicy farm. And she does, but then she, like, backs away for no reason. I don't know why. I was, like, sitting here ready for her, too. But it's whatever. I go out. I get the farm. I push the wave out, and then I have to go in group mid with my team because they want to fight. You know, like they're so aggressive. Like this. Look at this. I know my friend Annie is like really aggressive player, but obviously they get caught out, and then they have to run. I have to go in, do some damage, back my boys up, so they don't get chased down. But like, I mean, we still got chased down. And yeah, fortunately for me, I had flash up. I could get the free Bard kill and then flash away. I mean, flash away and then get the free Bard kill. But at this point, you know, it's a huge struggle. They're gonna knock on our towers. It's just a struggle overall. Over here, I don't actually get caught out. I see the Lux, but I don't know why the Lux didn't just stood here. Whatever. Anyway, at this point, I'm just scaling now. Like, I'm scaling now. I got, like, my core items, which is Ghost Blade, Warrior, Gamma. That's, like, my core. Then, I'm just waiting for Phantom Dancer. And then at that point, I'm pretty much full build. Like, one-shot anyone on their team. At this point, I told my team, like, we don't have to fight this. But the Shen just, like, pussied out, and I get a free kill. I mean, a free shutdown gold on the Lux. If the Shen didn't pussy out, like, I would have not killed the Lux right there. Because I'm not strong enough, not far ahead enough. Anyway, I wanted to chase down the Shen, but I wasn't fast enough. I waste the ultimate, I come mid, I take the mid farm, and then I go to the jungle farm some more. Yeah, like, when it all comes down to it, in low elo, it's all about farming and then objectives. It's all about out-rotating the enemy team, having pressure on the map. Just like farm, farm, farm. It's not even about kills. It's all about farming. Look at this Kha'Zix' 67 farm. If he had like 167 farm, he would have carried this game. So hard. Yeah, at this point, you know, it's all about me getting a pick and then getting Baron at this point. So I'm just sitting on the side, waiting for someone to do a stupid mistake. And then, like, I tell my team, yo, they're doing Baron. We gotta go right now. Cause like I just know it's like a juggler's intuition. Like the whole squad is not showing up, and then like with Jin being the retard he is, like showing bottom. If I was the enemy team, I would probably be do Dragon 2. Not Dragon, Baron 2. So I told my squad like, yo, they're doing Baron. We have to stop them because if they get Baron, we have an opening inhib, so it's gonna be pretty much GG at this point because they're gonna get Baron, they're gonna push down this inhib, and then they're gonna push down this inhib. So I told my team like, yo, whatever we do, we just have to stop them, right? Or at least like get some kills, like make them pay for the Baron, right? So like they can get the Baron, but like 3 people die, so only 2 people have the Baron buff instead. And at this point, like I ult, I get the vision, I see that they're not actually doing it, so I don't need to go in. I'm just pressuring them so they go they back off of the Baron, and meanwhile this Jin, being the useless person that he is like bottom farming. Like, why would you be bottom at this point? First of all, why would you be alone at this point? First of all, second of all, like, you know, Baron is in play, and you go bottom like that. You know, it's whatever. Like this Fizz too is like useless. I don't even know what the fuck he was doing mid lane, and I don't Like, I don't want to know either. Anyway, moving on, just looking at this. I see the vision, I got the vision, I know there's a pink ward in there. And then, right now, it's just about kiting back. All about kiting back at this point. And I think, I think this Bard, like, misclicked, he just, like, took the tunnel, it was pretty funny. Yeah, I think he misclicked. Yeah, he walked there, he walked away, he had to flash away, that was pretty funny. Yeah, we had a nice laugh in a Skype call, and then Annie gets a good 4-man ult, which is pretty nice. He gets a quadra kill. Like, I did nothing that whole team fight. I got carried that team fight because I didn't have my ultimate. I used it to get vision earlier, and now like, what happens when you ace the enemy? Well, you pretty much ace the enemy team, right? What happens when you win a team fight? You want to take an objective, right? And look at these two. Look at these two. Look what they're doing. Look at that. Oh yo, let's go for kills, guys. Let's go for kills. Let's go for kills. And then like people wonder how they're stuck like in elo hell and they can't carry. Alright, whatever. We get Baron. And then like these guys finally kill the Shen. And now we have to go back, reset, and then pretty much just push down towers at this point. Like at this point, the comeback is like pretty much completed. We were down 5k gold early, and now we're like up 4k gold. Pretty much 4k gold. It's all about, you know, trying to get picks. Avoid confrontation straight up, right? Because the enemy team is stronger than you, so you don't want to fight them directly. But what you do want to do is out-rotate the enemy team. Try to get picks while they're rotating, like cut them off while they're rotating. Try to trade objectives, like they take our bottom, like they group up bottom, take our bottom tower, we group up top, we take our top tower, take their top tower, right? This is avoiding confrontation while trading objectives. That's you not falling behind. Imagine, right? You take this tower, it gives you 300 gold, for example. You take this tower, you get 300 gold. So the net difference in gold is 0. However, if you go there, if you go here and you try to fight them, right? But because they're ahead, naturally they're going to win the fight. Not only do you lose the team fight, you also lose their tower and potentially another tower because everyone on your team is dead, so there's no pressure anywhere, right? That is the worst way to make a comeback. That is the biggest way to lose even further. I think the people in low elo, they just don't understand how to play, you know, from behind. And I think this game showcases this pretty well, how to play from behind. And how to carry people, literally 3v5. And the Janna didn't even do much except for just shielding and everything. Pretty much 3v5. How to carry these kind of games. Like, look at this Fizz. He did pretty much nothing the whole game. Like 374, 101 CS. 101 CS, 26 minutes in. Normally, you would have like around 200 CS at 20 minutes. This guy has 100 CS. And look at his build. Hextech Gunblade with like boosted lucidity. Like what the fuck is that build? I don't even want to know. And then the Jin's like beyond useless. Beyond useless. It's not even about the score or the farm. Like the farm is good if because the farm gives you gold, in turn translates to more items and more stats, right? But it's not even about the farm, it's what you do with the farm, right? You know, some people, they have like fucking 400 CS at 30 minutes, but they do jack shit. They never group up with their team, right? They just stay in the jungle and farm the jungle, like PvE. Then what's the point? There's no point, right? Like, if you have 400 farm, at least like pressure a lane, right? Like, apply pressure for your team. Pressure a lane where your team's taking an objective somewhere else. If you don't want to group, that's called split pushing. Or, you know, just group up, you know, because you have more items and more levels than the enemy team because you have more farm. Then, in theory, you can outplay them, right? That's how you win games. It's not about you know, just going bottom, just taking the farm, getting farm, and that's it. No, it's about pressuring. It's about playing the map. It's about rotating. That's the most important part. This game is all about objectives. And that's how you carry low elo games. Just gonna speed this up a little bit. I think like the game's gonna be over really soon. Oh yeah, like over here I got my ultimate on 5 stacks. Well, I mean 4 stacks. It's pretty close to 5. I just ult. I try to get a pick. And I go on the Lux. And the bullet backwards. So tilting. Anyway, I kill the Lux. And then after this pick, it's a 5v4. I know it's a 5v4. We can win team fights easily. So I just go and take the easy dragon. It's all about objectives, guys. All about objectives. Like, the Fizz doesn't even... I don't even need the Fizz for the dragon, honestly. Like, I can solo dragon myself at this point. Like, the Fizz should be with the team. The reason why I'm not with the team is because I don't have my ultimate anymore. That's how you play Rengar. Like, when you don't have your ultimate, you want to pressure somewhere else, like an objective, or you want to go split push. Bottom lane or something. So you push 2 lanes, right? Because you got the pick, it's going to be 4v4 mid lane anyway. Because the enemy team only have 4 people. So you can go to another lane and apply pressure. Or just straight up team fight with your team 5v4. If your team is strong enough. Like, at this point I tell my team, like, hey, we're low, we should probably go back. But Janna's like, no, I have my ultimate. And she just ults for no reason. That was pretty bad play. And at this point, you know, my ultimate is back up. And I do have flash. So I was like, okay, if I kill the Lux, no one on the enemy team has wave clear. Like, Kalen's dead for another 22 seconds. So I just wait for my ultimate, and after that I just ult, I kill the Lux. And then we just push and end the game. I just like flash in, 0 fucks given, and just like kill them. And that's it. GG. Anyway, I hope you learned something from this video. I guess the biggest thing I want you to walk away with from watching this video is it's not about kills. It's all about objectives, rotations, and farm in this game. To carry low elo. Anyway, in higher elo, everyone has like a decent kind of amount of understanding of how the game works, right? In that case, it's all about the little mechanics, like the little decision makings. For example, you know, getting that 10 extra farm than your enemy laner, or you know, buying the right items, right? Because you can have all the farm in the world, but if you buy the wrong items, or you itemize poorly, you're gonna lose regardless, because you have less combat efficient stats, right? So in higher elo, it's more like that kind of things, like the little decision making, like how you team fight properly, or like how you itemize properly, how you farm efficiently, etc. In low elo, it's all about just, you know, out-farming your opponent if you can, out-rotate your opponent, you know, catch them all when they're rotating, and push for objectives. Just pressure, pressure, pressure. So I guess that's the only thing I want you to walk away from this video, and yeah, I hope this was helpful.